A great Stoic philosopher, Seneca, once said, "Begin at once to live, and count each separate day as a separate life." Seneca's words remind us that each day is a life in itself, and as one day ends, we have the opportunity to reflect and close its chapter with grace. Today, we will explore 7 Stoic routines that can help us end our day mindfully, grounding ourselves in preparation for the new day ahead. Remember, each lesson has its own value, but it's important to find those that resonate with you. Incorporate them into your nightly routine in a way that suits your journey. Before we begin, I would appreciate it if you could like the video to help me continue spreading Stoic wisdom. If you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend subscribing and pressing the bell icon so you don't miss any of my videos. Lesson number 1. Reflecting on the day's actions. This practice is more than a mental exercise. It's a transformative ritual. An ancient Stoic technique, it combines introspection with intention, creating a bridge between who we were today and who we aim to be tomorrow. Each day presents numerous choices, each one contributing to the canvas of our life. By reflecting, we don't just revisit these choices, we become observers, understanding the motives behind our actions and their ripple effects. Consider a simple interaction, like talking with a colleague. Through reflection, you can analyze this exchange. Were your words driven by genuine interest or obligation? Did you listen to understand or just to reply? This detailed self-assessment can reveal deeply ingrained behavior patterns we might be unaware of. Now look at more significant events. Perhaps you faced a challenging decision at work or a disagreement at home. Reflecting on these scenarios helps you determine if your response was driven by ego, emotion, or equanimity. Were you seeking validation or genuinely concerned about the greater good? Reflection goes beyond identifying virtues and vices. It's a path to deeper self-knowledge. By understanding our actions, we uncover layers of our psyche, revealing fears, desires, biases, and beliefs that influence our choices. For example, if you avoided a task, was it due to real concerns or a fear of failure? If you reacted defensively in an argument, was it the actual issue or a past experience triggering your response? Incorporating this practice into our nightly routine has profound effects. It allows us to wake up each day with a clearer understanding of ourselves and a roadmap for personal growth. We become proactive architects of our character, rather than passive recipients of external influences. Lesson number 2. Prepare for tomorrow's challenges. This lesson isn't about predicting every obstacle or worrying about the unknown. Instead, it's about mentally preparing yourself to handle whatever comes your way with Stoic resilience. The Stoics introduced the concept of premeditatio malum, or the premeditation of evils. This practice involves visualizing potential challenges, not to induce anxiety, but to lessen the impact of adversity and build a mental framework for facing difficulties. Seneca noted, "What is quite unlooked for is more crushing in its effect, and unexpectedness adds to the weight of a disaster." By preparing our minds in advance, we're less likely to be overwhelmed when challenges arise. Think about the day ahead. Perhaps you have a tough presentation, a difficult conversation, or a significant decision to make. The night before, take a moment to visualize these scenarios. Imagine not just the events, but your reactions, emotions, and possible responses. Consider the worst-case scenarios, but more importantly, visualize how you would handle them with grace, poise, and Stoic calm. For example, if you're concerned about a disagreement in a meeting, focus on your response rather than the conflict. How can you stay grounded and ensure the conversation remains productive and doesn't become personal? By visualizing your calm demeanor and thoughtful responses, you're mentally rehearsing, making you better equipped for the real challenge. Additionally, reflect on the Stoic principle that we control our reactions, even if we can't control events. If you're expecting a setback, like a project delay or an unforeseen obstacle, remind yourself of the Stoic wisdom. It's not events that upset us, but our judgment about them. Adopt a mindset that views setbacks as opportunities for growth and learning. By making this mental preparation a nightly habit, you can proactively shape your responses, ensuring that even amidst unexpected turbulence, you remain steadfast, unshaken, and rooted in Stoic wisdom. Preparing for tomorrow's challenges is less about predicting every twist and more about developing the mental strength and agility to navigate whatever comes your way. Lesson number 3. Express gratitude. As night approaches and the world quiets, our Stoic path guides us to one of the deepest human experiences, gratitude. This practice goes beyond simple thankfulness. It's a philosophical viewpoint, a lens through which we see the world and our place in it. Gratitude acts like a lighthouse in the vast ocean of existence, where storms of discontent and waves of desire constantly threaten our course. This beacon helps us navigate, acting as a compass that points towards contentment, urging us to find beauty in simplicity and wealth in immaterial things. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, often began his day by asking, "What am I thankful for today?" For a man of great power and prestige, this humble ritual grounded him. By evening, as he reflected on his day, his sense of gratitude grew richer, filled with both grand gestures and quiet moments. Imagine the impact of this practice in our busy lives. It's easy to focus on what we lack, what went wrong, or what could be better. Yet each day offers numerous gifts. The melody of morning birds, the aroma of freshly brewed coffee, the laughter of a loved one, or simply the act of breathing and being alive. Each evening, as you sit in quiet reflection, challenge yourself to look beyond the obvious. Delve deeper into your experiences. Did you notice the patterns of shadows and light during sunset, or the rhythm of your heartbeat? A tireless symphony of life. Maybe there was an unexpected message from an old friend, or the discovery of a song that resonated with your soul. Incorporating this broader view of gratitude into your nightly routine changes not only your perspective, but the very essence of your existence. You become an active seeker of moments of wonder, joy, and thankfulness, rather than a passive player in life's theater. Over time, this enriched perspective becomes a part of you. The world around you transforms. Challenges become adventurous treks instead of daunting cliffs. Mistakes become lessons filled with wisdom instead of burdens. Life, with all its unpredictability, becomes a dance of endless moments, each worthy of your gratitude. So, as you lay down each night, let your heart fill with thankfulness. Let it echo with the countless joys, both big and small, that the day offered. In the grand narrative of Stoicism, gratitude isn't just an act. It's an art, painting our lives with shades of contentment, wonder, and constant appreciation. Lesson number 4. Read from Stoic texts. Under the moon's silvery glow lies a ritual that has strengthened wisdom seekers for centuries, reading Stoic texts. This practice is more than a habit. It's an immersion into the minds of history's greatest thinkers. Stoic literature doesn't just transcend mere words, it offers profound life secrets. Authored by Seneca, Marcus Aurelius, and Epictetus, these works distill the essence of human experience and understanding. Reading them nightly is like participating in a philosophical dialogue where timeless wisdom unfolds passage by passage. Picture yourself by a warm fireplace, with Seneca discussing the nature of life and time, perhaps reminding you, life, if you know how to use it, is long. We often limit a lack of time when it's our mismanagement or lack of mindfulness that's the real issue. Such insights, pondered at night, can influence our actions and perspectives for the future. Or consider delving into Marcus Aurelius' Meditations, as if reading the personal reflections of a Roman emperor who, despite his power, faced the same human concerns we all do. One evening, you might find, the best revenge is not to be like your enemy. In a world filled with pettiness and animosity, this is a powerful reminder to uphold our dignity and integrity. Each night, opening these texts feels like entering a grand, timeless hall where Stoic philosophers await you, ready to share their insights, challenge your beliefs, and provide comfort. It's a dynamic, enriching conversation spanning millennia. But it's not just about passive reading. Engaging with Stoic philosophy invites contemplation, encouraging you to question, debate internally, and adapt these insights to your life. One evening, Epictetus's words on control might deeply resonate, urging you to discern between what is within your power and what is not. Or, on a particularly tough day, you might find comfort in the Stoic idea of Amor Fati, the love of one's fate. By making Stoic readings a nightly ritual, you do more than enrich your intellect. You sculpt your soul, refine your character, and prepare to face life's challenges with grace, poise, and wisdom. Over time, these nightly engagements with Stoicism transform you. No longer are you swayed by life's storms. Instead, you stand firm, grounded in ancient wisdom, ready to turn every challenge into an opportunity for growth and enlightenment. In the tapestry of nightly routines, reading Stoic texts isn't just a brushstroke. It's the very colors that bring the masterpiece to life. Lesson number 5. Disconnect to reconnect. In the age of constant notifications, endless streams of content, and the pervasive digital hum of modern life, there's a vital and profound call to action, the act of intentional disconnection to truly reconnect. It's a striking paradox. Despite being more connected than ever, with the world at our fingertips, many of us find genuine connection increasingly elusive. Amid the deluge of emails and news, we often lose touch with our core self, the quiet, reflective center that defines us. The Stoics, living long before smartphones and social media, understood the value of solitude and introspection. They knew that true clarity comes not from constant engagement, but from deliberate withdrawal. In the quiet spaces between our actions, we often find the most profound insights. Imagine a serene lake, its waters still. Each daily distraction is like a stone thrown into this lake, creating ripples and disturbing its tranquility. By evening, if we've thrown too many stones, the water becomes turbulent, mirroring the chaos of our minds. Disconnecting is like allowing the lake to return to its serene state. This isn't about complete detachment or rejecting technology. It's about intentional disengagement. Perhaps it's turning off your phone an hour before bed, allowing digital noise to fade and making space for quiet reflection. Maybe it's spending a few moments looking out the window, observing the world without filters and pixels. Through this act of disconnection, you begin a deeper journey of reconnection, reconnecting with your innermost thoughts and emotions, the rhythm of your breath, and the simplicity of existence. Recall the times when joy was found not in a screen's glow, but in a gripping book, the soft strumming of a guitar, or a heartfelt conversation with a loved one. The Stoics championed this kind of reconnection. Marcus Aurelius spoke of retreating into oneself, and Seneca extolled the virtues of solitude and self-reflection in his letters. They realized that by disconnecting from external distractions, we bridge the gap to our inner world. Each evening, as you choose to disconnect, you're not just taking a break from the digital world. You're embarking on a sacred journey back to yourself. It's a pilgrimage where each step away from the noise brings you closer to your core, a place of peace, wisdom, and pure joy. Incorporate this practice into your nightly routine, and you'll discover that the heart of disconnection holds the most profound connection of all, the one with your very soul. You'll understand that you're not just a drop in the vast ocean of digital information, but a boundless ocean in a tiny digital drop. In this realization, you find freedom, clarity, and an inexhaustible wellspring of joy. Lesson number 6. Let go of what's beyond your control. As night falls, bringing shadows and a realm of stars and dreams, it subtly invites us to embrace a Stoic principle, letting go of what we can't control. The essence of Stoic philosophy is understanding what we can influence and what we cannot. Life's unpredictability presents us with many scenarios. Some we can affect, but many we cannot. Trying to control the uncontrollable is like trying to catch the wind in a net, pointless and exasperating. Consider the universe's might, its vastness and splendor. Stars are born and die. Galaxies spin in their cosmic dance, and here we are on our tiny blue planet, often overwhelmed by significant and trivial circumstances alike. Epictetus wisely said, "We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them." This wisdom is the key to inner peace. Imagine holding a balloon representing your worries and anxieties. The tighter you grip, the more it strains against you. Now, imagine letting it go, watching it float away, carried by the winds of acceptance and understanding, until it disappears in the vast sky. This is the essence of releasing. Each evening, as you wind down, take the time to mentally and emotionally review the day's events. Recognize where you did your best and identify what is beyond your control. It might be the outcome of an important meeting, a friend's reaction to something you said, or the world's ever-changing state. By acknowledging and releasing these, you give yourself tranquility and the freedom to focus on what you can genuinely influence. This nightly act of release is therapeutic, unburdening your soul and allowing it to be light and free. Over time, this practice transforms from a nightly ritual into a living philosophy. You become the calm eye of the storm, centered and harmonious, regardless of external chaos. Marcus Aurelius often wrote about the impermanence of things and our fleeting existence within the universe. His words remind us of the futility of clinging to what we cannot control. By internalizing this, nights become not just a rest for the body, but a sanctuary for the soul, a place to acknowledge, accept, and let go. Making this a part of your nightly routine will bring you renewed vigor, clarity, and unshakable peace in the mornings, knowing you are in harmony with the natural order of things, acting where you can and gracefully releasing where you cannot. In this balance lies the epitome of Stoic wisdom and serenity. Lesson number 7. Set intentions for the next day. As night falls, a new realm of possibilities unfolds, preparing us for a fresh start. The Stoics believed in the significance of setting intentions to truly seize the potential of a new day. Unlike mere plans, intentions serve as a compass for our inner spirit, guiding us toward our deepest aspirations. In today's world, where the focus is often on achieving tangible goals, the Stoic approach calls for a deeper, more meaningful ritual. It's not about checking off tasks or rushing through to-do lists. It's about grounding ourselves in our core values, aligning our actions with our principles, and approaching each day with a clear sense of purpose. Imagine a ship sailing without a set course, subject to the whims of the wind and tides. It may drift aimlessly or crash upon unforeseen shores. Setting intentions is like charting a course for this ship, ensuring its journey aligns with its intended destination. Each night, as you reflect on the upcoming day, you have the chance to ask, what virtue do I wish to embody? What values do I want to manifest through my actions? It could be the Stoic ideal of courage in facing a challenging situation, wisdom in listening more and speaking less during a debate, or justice in making a fair decision. This is not about meticulously planning every minute or scripting every conversation. It's about cultivating a mindset and guiding philosophy for the day ahead. By setting intentions rooted in Stoic principles, we infuse our actions with purpose and meaning. Each task becomes more than just an activity. It reflects our inner ideals. Seneca once remarked, "If one does not know to which port one is sailing, no wind is favorable." By setting intentions, you're defining your port, making every breeze, challenge, and joy a favorable wind propelling you forward. Over time, this practice transforms not only our nights and days, but also our lives. We no longer drift aimlessly in the vast ocean of existence. We become master navigators, steering our ship with unwavering determination even amidst life's storms. The timeless wisdom of the Stoics teaches us not just to ponder philosophy, but to apply it. Each night, as the world quiets and we stand at the threshold of rest and renewal, we hold the keys to a life of deeper meaning, intention, and inner peace. Stoicism, like any great philosophy, thrives when integrated into our daily lives. What better time to do so than at the close of the day, when we can reflect, realign, and set the stage for the dawn ahead? Which of these nightly Stoic practices resonated with you the most? Which do you see yourself incorporating into your evening routine? Share your thoughts, aspirations, and Stoic journey in the comments below. Let's inspire and learn from one another as we walk this path of wisdom together. Until next time, may you find serenity in the stillness of the night and strength in the Stoic teachings.